for the previous few Wednesdays. What we need for the workout is the return of a chair and the return of a good bath stroke beach towel, something a decent size that's relatively sturdy. Now, we're not going to be using these for all the exercises, but they're going to come in quite handy for a few of the exercises that we're going to be using. What the focus is of today's workout is the back of the body, the hips and the core. What I wanted to think about, I've been noticing this myself, is when I've been sitting on the sofa, hunched over my laptop, things start to get a little bit tight, a little bit pinchy. And those of us that are doing work from home, probably not in our ideal work positions, and we're find ourselves twisting and turning and doing things, staying in positions for prolonged periods of time that leave us feeling perhaps a little bit achy. So I wanted to do a workout today that can really address that and help that, hopefully. Okay, so it's really simple stuff. The format, the structure is quite familiar. The exercises, we've looked at some of them before. Some of them are new variations on exercises that we've done before, new exercises completely. Then none of them are too technical, none of them are too tricky. What I'm going to do, same as before, we've got 3 blocks. Each block is like a little mini circuit. We've got to go through that mini circuit 3 times. Then we'll have a little rest of 45 whilst I explain the next block. We'll go through that mini circuit 3 times, then have a little rest and explain the next block and work it through that. It's all steady, it's all gentle pace. So should be easy enough to follow and easy enough for me to remember. So when it's fast and furious, I tend to forget things. So first things first, we'll start with the first block. Now the first block addresses very much the upper body and the upper back especially, because we're can get very hunched over, especially with phones, laptops, all that sort of stuff. These are exercises which strengthen specifically the back of the body here and open out the chest. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take you through all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises first, and then we'll run through the circuit. So the first exercise is not so much an exercise as more mobility move. All it is you take your towel, you'll find the length that works best for you, and all you're going to do is take the towel up and back. Now, if that's a little uncomfortable, give yourself more towel to play with. So take it as wide as you need to. If you've got nicely mobile shoulders, which I don't, you can inch your hands a little closer together, but work with the position that works best for you. And we're going to do that for 45 seconds. Okay. Nice and easy, nice and steady, really opening up the chest, really mobilizing through the shoulders. It's a lovely movement for sort of counteracting any tightness you get through across the front of the chest. The second exercise takes us down on the floor. And what we're going to do with that is lie face down on the floor, arms out to the side. Make sure you've got enough room here. And all we're going to do is keeping everything on the floor, the chest stays on the floor, just bringing the shoulders up and flying the arms back. So it's not a massive range of movement, it's from the floor to the top. Really bringing the shoulder blades together, up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring them back. So we're sort of addressing and working the muscles that go directly across the back, the upper back, and those muscles that sort of counteract that rounding of the back and open the chest out. So we're going to do that for 45 seconds. The next thing we're going to do in this circuit is we're going to flip ourselves around. We've done this exercise before. It's a really nice exercise for the back that if you don't have dumbbells to hand, you can still get your back working. It's an elbow row. So from here, you just push up and take it down. And then you push up and you take it down and push up. Again, 45 seconds on that one. Then this is the tricky bit. This is where it gets a little tougher. We're going to use that elbow roll, but we're going to just hold it at the top for the next 45. Or hold it for as long as you can. If you do need to come down in the middle of the 45, because you will probably feel it a little bit, take a little rest and then come back up and go back to the hold. Push the chest right through. Really draw the shoulders back. Hold that for as long as you can. Okay, and then the final exercise of the circuit, you take the towel, lie down on your front again, and this time we're pulling it down, lying down in this position. We've done this one a few times in main boot camps. I'll just bring it back. Bring it overhead, bring it back, bring it overhead. Okay, and that is the first mini circuit. Okay, so when everybody's ready, I'll pull my timer up and we'll get cracking. Okay, starting with the first exercise. Everybody ready to go? Thumbs up if you're good to go. Let's get cracking, starting with the shoulder and chest mobilization. Off you go, everyone, nice and easy. Take it up and round. Take it back. Up and round. And take it back. So this is really smooth. None of these moves today are done at pace. None of these moves today are done with any kind of intensity. It's about just keying into your body, about developing strength and connected strength. Let's try saying that word again, connected strength, coordination. Just really getting used to how everything works together and how you can improve that strength. Okay, moving down onto the floor for the next one now. Down onto the floor, face down, fly the arms off the floor. Nice and smooth. The key is that bringing together of the shoulder blades. Rest the head. What you don't want is tension in the neck on this one, so just rest the head on the floor. So really strengthening the muscles of the upper back here. Next one we're going to do now is we're going to flip it around into the elbow row. In this position here, just drive the elbows into the ground and bring it back. Drive the elbows into the ground and bring it back. Drive, so if you're pulling something towards your abdomen, bring it back. Drive, bring it back, keep it going. Drive, bring it back. Drive, bring it back. Hold it for a beat. Try and do as little with your core as you can. It's tricky, easier to say than do. The next one now is the hold. So bring it up. Hold that position this time. Push that chest through. Not long to go now. If you do feel you need to come out of it, that's fine. And relax. Chin down a little bit maybe. Just relax the back of the neck. Down, swap it over. This time, we're pulling down with the towel. So again, rest the head on the shoulder, on the floor. Bring the elbows down. Maybe bring the hands a little closer together. Keep moving, nice and smooth. Okay, 5 more seconds. Then we're back up on our feet with the towel mobility. So just bring it up. If anything, we should feel a little better this time around. Just 45 seconds on this. It's almost like active rest really between each round. That's it. That's nice. Then after this, we're getting down on the floor. So the scapular flies. Down onto the floor. Face down. Fly. The arms up. Keep the chest on the floor. But the shoulders come up and back. Keep it smooth and controlled all the way through. All these exercises, you will feel these working. Okay, bring it around into the elbow row. And again, up, down, rest the head. Up, down, up. Try and keep the shoulders down and back. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. And down. Take a little breather because here comes the hold. And up you come. Really pull those shoulders back. Open the chest right out. There is a version of this one where you do it from the heels. That's really hard. So we'll stick with this one, I think. Not long, just over 10 seconds. And down, swap it around, and row. That row rather, pull down. Nice and easy. That's it. Relax if you need to between reps. Try and keep moving. Keeping the elbows off the floor. In line with the back of the body. Really squeeze the elbows together. Up you get again. Back to that chest opening movement with the towel. And back. Up. And back. 45 on this. And then we're into the final circuit on this block. We'll have a little rest. And I'll take you through the next one. That's 45 done. We're down on the floor now for the scapular flies. Onto the floor. Face down and draw straight arms. Back, squeezing shoulder blades together. That's good work. Keep it going. Try and just hover the palms around on the floor if you can. Squeeze at the back. Into the elbow rows next. Get over. Relax, get comfortable in this position first. Shoulders back. Push the chest up. Return it to the floor. Deep breath in. Push the chest up. Return it to the floor. And again, push the chest up. And down. Push the chest up. Down. Deep breath in. Down. Nearly towards the end of that one. And then we're moving into the hold. Up. Okay, give it a little shake out. And hold for 45. If you do need to come out of the hold, that's absolutely fine. Have a little rest and then go back into it. Adjust yourself if you feel yourself sinking out of it. Adjust and get back to that strong position. Everything's engaged through the back. Okay, change it round and into the pull down to finish. Keep it going. Really aim for that squeeze with every rep at the back of the body. Get those shoulder blades together. Get the elbows together. And that's it. That's the end of the round. That's the end of that upper back block. Next thing we're going to do now is we're going to move into the legs. A little bit more leg-centric work, focusing very much on glutes specifically on this one. So there again, 5 moves. We're not going to need the towel for this one, but we will need the chair. So make sure you've got your steady, sturdy chair handy. And what we're going to do, we're going to start. The first exercise is a very easy exercise. It's again more of a mobility move rather than a sort of strength move, but it's a bodyweight deadlift. So from this position, we use this in warm-ups quite a lot, but all what you do is just, as if you're picking up an imaginary box from the floor, keep the back lovely and flat and stand. And when you stand, I just want you to stand up straight and squeeze here. Squeeze the glutes. Then take it down, flat back, stand up, squeeze. Down, flat back, up, squeeze. So it's an evenly paced movement, it's steady, there's no speed to it. It's all about just keying in and joining everything up. Okay, then what we're going to do is add a little bit of challenge to it, a little bit of resistance. We're going to bring the chair into play. Just steady yourself with your back leg on the chair. That's exactly the same thing again. Folding over until you feel these hamstrings stretch and then come up and squeeze the glute at the top. Fold it over until you feel the hamstring stretch, come up, squeeze the glute at the top. You do the same thing on right and left leg. Then we're going to move on to an exercise that we did last week, which is the glute bridge. Again, hitting the glutes. So if you've got strong glutes, then the back can concentrate on stabilizing. It's the glutes where the mobility should be, the hips where the mobility should be, where the power is. Okay, so from here, in this position here, one foot on the chair, other leg in the air, drive it up, bring it down. Drive it up and bring it down. So again, 45 seconds on the right, 45 seconds on the left. That's the end of the little mini circuit. Then we go around again, back to the bodyweight deadlifts. We do 3 of those and then have a little rest. Okay, so when everybody's ready, we're going to start with the bodyweight deadlift. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, stand up tall, fold it over, and stand. The shape of the back is really quite important on this one. You want to keep the back flat, keep the core tight, squeeze your glutes, your bum cheeks, squeeze them together at the top. So again, it's not really too challenging from a strength point of view, but what I want you to really focus on is the quality of your movement, your mobility, where it feels tight, where it feels good. Think about what you need to do to move better, to feel better as you move. Okay, now we're going to move to the single leg version. Get your foot on your chair, try not to fall off like me. And again, fold over, up you come, squeeze at the top. Fold over, up you come. We did this move a couple of weeks ago when we were doing our broomstick workout. But we had the assistance of the broomstick. This time, we're bringing the glute into play a lot more. We haven't got anything to push down on to assist. We've just got the chair to help steady us. So really squeeze it as you go over. Squeeze it as you come up. Time for one more. Change legs, same thing. Other side. Again, just position yourself safely first before you do anything else. Over, up, over. Feel that stretch here. Feel it squeeze here as you come up. Take it down. Squeeze. This is important as well. The core is working. Stabilize the spine. Make sure the back is flat. Pushing the chest through. Make sure my back's flat. Whoops. Keep it going. There's still a balance element. Even though you've got the assistance of the chair, there's still a balance element. Down on the floor now, everyone. Using the chair for the glute bridge. Push the heel into the corner of the chair. Drive the hip up. Bring it down. Heel into the corner of the chair. Drive the hip up. Bring it down. So again, these aren't fast moves. This is about wiring everything up, making sure everything moves well. Push the heel down. Try and keep the 90 degrees on the knee. That bit's quite important. You don't want it too close and you don't want it too far away. What you might find is as the set goes on, the chair gets further away from you, so you have to adjust yourself. Change legs. Same thing on the other side. Again, if you place your hand here on your hip, you can feel it all working. Make sure that the glutes really feel quite solid at the top. That's it. Keep it going. Got another 20 seconds on this, and then we're back up on our feet for the bodyweight deadlift, the second round. Down, nice and smooth. Up, and down. Coming to the end now. Up, and down. Up we get. Bodyweight deadlift, nice and flat. Just hinge it. Stand up tall. Hinge it. Imagine you're holding a box between your hands. There's something really precious that you have to put down very carefully and pick up very carefully. Little box of puppies, perhaps. That's it, keep that back nice and flat. Okay, make sure you know where the chair is, and then hinge it over. Again, these are all moves, as well as moves that will help with your posture, your aches and pains when you're working. These are also moves that will help with things like running, the ability to train the back of the body, what they call the posterior chain, is really important. The ability to use that properly means you run better, you move faster. Change it over. Again, just check where your chair is before you put your foot back and hinge it over. Squeeze as you go. Really think about this as well. Pull this in. Feel everything working. Everything's joined up, everything's connected. That's it, that's the end of the 45. Now we're down on the floor next with the glute bridge or the hip raise. Down you get, guys. Just make sure your chair's in a good position and drive it up. lower it down. Drive it up, lower it down. The downward phase of an exercise is just as important as the upward phase. Don't allow yourself to just fall out of the rep. It's control. Placing your body back down on the floor. Up. Place it back down. Know exactly where you're putting it. Up. Bring it back down. That's nearly the end of the 45. We're going to change legs in a minute. Change over. Same thing on the other side. If you need to adjust your chair, just do that before you start the set. And if you do feel you need to assist on this, by all means, push down with your hands to give you a little bit of help if you find that you're struggling with just the glutes. That's absolutely fine. The key is to make sure that you're moving well. So if you find you're not getting the height from the rep, give yourself a little bit of help. Don't worry about it. You should be feeling this in the glutes. You don't want to be feeling it in the lower back. So if you are, maybe just adjust your position a little bit. Oops, and there goes my chair. Okay, up we get. Back to the final round. Again, bodyweight deadlifts. Take it over. Stand it up tall. Take it over. Stand it up tall. Give it a squeeze at the top. Give it a squeeze. Down. Give it a squeeze. Keep those puppies safe. Not bouncing them around in the box. Stand up tall. Down to the floor. Keep the back flat. Keep the chest through the shoulders. Okay, make sure you know where your chair is. Get your foot in the center of it. Fold it over. And up. Up. Squeeze. Up it goes. Squeeze. Up it goes. Keep moving. Concentrate on keeping everything together. Minimizing any wobbles. Everything solid and connected. Change over. Again, just check you know where your chair is. And fold over. That's it. Nice and smooth. Squeeze. Over. Squeeze. Squeeze. Up you come. Really squeeze that glute tight. Up you come. Down onto the floor. Again, make sure your chair's in a good sturdy position, not likely to go anywhere. Heel into the seat of the chair, drive the hips up. Bring it down. Heel into the seat, bring it down. And again, bring it down. Keep moving nice and smoothly. Keep it going. And again. And one more. Change legs. Last set. Now we're going to move on to the final block. That's it. Just breathe out as you push the hips up. Drive the hips up by pushing the heel down. Adjust yourself if you need to. And time for one more, nice and smooth. Up and down it goes. Okay, that's the end of that block. Next thing we're going to do now, keeping the chair in play. We're not going to need the towel. Just going to use the chair for one of the exercises. Again, what we're going to look at now is that area here, lower, more lower, middle lower back, and a little bit of glute work as well. So, 5 moves again. The first move, a couple of different options for you on this one. It's the posterior plank, and it's a hold for 45 seconds. Now, that can be quite tough for a lot of people. So, I've got a couple of options here. So you can either, this is the main version. I'll just stop the timer for a second. What's that? Just open up the chest, push the hips up, and hold for 45. It's quite a long hold, so it's quite a tough one. What you can do, if you prefer, is turn it into a tabletop posterior plank. So in this position with bent knees, you can bring it up that way. And again, what we're looking at, you're really opening up the chest at the same time. Okay. And then bring that down. But the third option, which is a little easier again, is using the chair to elevate the front of the body. Now this is actually a little kinder on the shoulders as well. If you find you're perhaps a little too tight on the shoulders to really open up the chest in that posterior plank position, you can use the chair here and just bring your hips up that way. And that's the slightly easier option. And again, you can use that position to really focus on holding that perfect line through the back of the body, really engaging everything. Okay, so that's the first exercise, 3 different options for you there. Then we're getting down on the floor and into slow flutter kicks. So lying face down on the floor, all we're going to do is move, fluttering the knee and thigh from the floor. Now what you've got to think about here is this is working. That's what needs to be working here, and not the knees. A straight leg going from the hip so that you're actually bringing most of the thigh off the ground. Okay, the third exercise then on that is the cobra. So that's the opposite end, so working on the back now instead. And from here, we're going to go up and down. Up and down. It's not a massive movement. It's just getting the shoulders and chest off the floor. Then the fourth movement is the swimmer. So in this position here, all we're going to do, I'll move my chair out of the way, is we're going to lift the right leg and left hand off the ground and alternate. So you're going diagonally across the body as you're working. So the shoulder comes up, the arm comes up. So if you're lifting your left arm, you're lifting your right leg. Okay, and then the final exercise on the block is the Superman, which is all things together, reaching out in front. I'm just going to go up, down, up, down, working like that for 45 seconds. So, final circuit. Everybody ready? Let's push this chair to the side a little bit. Find the position for this first exercise especially, find the version which works best for you, whether that's tabletop, chair assisted or floor or posterior plank. And let's get cracking. So, when you're ready, starting with the plank. Off you go, everyone. Now 45 seconds in this position is actually quite challenging. So take your time and don't worry if you find yourself struggling to hold it, shift to one of the other options. As well as thinking about the glutes and the lower back, think about the chest as well. Think about using the upper back to open the chest right out. And if you feel the hips dropping, just correct them. Okay, that's the end of the 45 coming up. Okay, flip it around into those nice slow flutter kicks now. Just rest the head on your arms. And again, just gently fluttering the leg off the floor. Nice and smooth. These aren't hard and fast. These are very deliberate. It's about the glutes. Certainly not the lower back. You don't want to be feeling too much in the lower back. Of course, the back's coming into play to some extent because you're working it. But it's the glutes you want to feel working in this. Okay, once you've done your flutter kick, move to the cobra. So that's that. Down. And again, none of this is fast. It's all very deliberate. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Shortening the distance. All you're doing is just shortening the muscles along the back of the body. There's no momentum. You don't want to go too high. Only as far as is comfortable so you feel the muscles working, so you feel that squeeze. Onto the swimmer now. Again in this position. Right arm, left leg. And alternate sides. You can put the other hand and foot down when you're not using it. That's fine because we're coming to the Superman after this, and that's going to have both hands and feet off the floor. So we are working the back of the body. I'm sure you're feeling it a little bit. And then to finish this round, I'm going to move into Superman. Off you go. And down to the floor. Relax. Down to the floor. Relax. Deep breath. Up it comes again. And down. Deep breath. And up it comes again. Down. Nice and smooth. Lots of control. Great work, everyone. Keep it going. Inside 10 seconds. And then we're moving back to the plank. Okay, change it around. Change your position. And again, if at any point you want to come up out of the hold, that's absolutely fine. Just keep moving for as long as you can. You can elevate this on the chair or go to that position, whichever one works best for you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, slow flutter kicks next. Change it over, nice and smooth. There's no speed to this, it's just control. If through the set you do feel you need to just rest out a little bit, have a little wiggle, that's absolutely fine. It's quite concentrated work. You will feel now, especially at this stage, glutes and back, and the work that's going in there. But then the next few days, you'll hopefully feel the benefit of it as well, and you'll feel stronger, more upright, less aches and pains. Okay, moving into the cobra next, and then just bring it up and bring it down. Relax. Try and really open the chest out as well, so it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Up it comes and return. Good stuff, keep it going. Up it comes and return. Up you come and return, bring it down. Lots of control here. Moving into the swimmer next, reach out, just lift right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Just changing over, Nice and smoothly. Keep it going. Try and keep your toes pointed down. Don't turn your feet out to the side as you're raising your leg up. Okay, and then finally into Superman. Up you come. And down you go. Up you come. And down. Relax. Up you come. And down. Take your time. We're not really banging these out. It's about quality of each rep. Down. And up. And down. And then into the final round. Up. Up you get. And into the final round now, into the reverse plank. So again, just give yourself a little mini rest in between, and then come up into it. Again, just relax. Deep breathing in these holds. This allows you to really concentrate on your body position. That's the end of the 45. Okay, onto the floor. Change it over into those nice slow flutter kicks now. So again, relax, toes pointing down. Slowly does it. Steady stuff, nothing's fast here. It's all controlled. Just 15 seconds to go. Squeeze the glutes. Okay, and rest. Next thing we do is the cobra. This one does use the glutes, but more the back. Bring it up. Bring it back. Bring it up. Bring it back. And down. And up. And down. Just get a squeeze on. Squeeze the glutes as well. Nice and steady. Into the swimmer next. Reach out. Left hand, right leg. Right hand, left leg. Keep it going. Penultimate exercise. Not long to go on this one now. Really get a squeeze on. And then finally, we're going to finish on the Superman. Last one. Off we go. Down. Deep breath in. Up we go again. And down. Deep breath in. Up we go again. And down. Keep it going. And down. Down. Keep going. Down. Keep moving. We're nearly there now. down. Time for one more. And that's it. We're done. So, nice, simple bodyweight work. Quite challenging in certain elements of it, especially from an endurance point of view on that last block. You can really feel the back of the body working quite hard. But hopefully you'll feel a lot more stronger, more open, more upright when you're standing and walking around as well. Hopefully it's helped with any aches and pains that you might have. Okay, well done everybody. Well done. Have a